She doesn't listen to your words. She feels your presence. Before you even finish the first sentence, she already knows if you're above her or below. Most men think women judge them based on looks or money, but that's not the truth. Women make their decision in seconds, based on something invisible. You might be smiling, talking, trying to impress, but in her mind, the verdict is already final, and if she places you below her, the conversation is over before it even begins. So, what is this invisible factor? It's called perceived superiority. When a woman meets you, she asks herself one silent question. Is he above me or below me? If she feels you are above, her attraction grows. If she feels you are below, she loses interest instantly. Here's what most men don't realize. All those dating tricks, like waiting to reply, acting mysterious, or pulling away, only work when she already feels you are above her. If she sees you as below, those moves actually push her farther away. The real game isn't in words or tricks. The real game is shifting her perception so she feels you are above her. So how do you create this position? It doesn't come from fake confidence or showing off. It comes from 4 deep pillars that shape her instinctive response to you. 1. Achievements. Your life's track record of victories. 2. Survival ability. Your calmness in chaos. 3. Ease. Your relaxed presence that shows you're complete. 4. Controlled vulnerability. Knowing when to show emotion without losing power. Let's start with the first pillar. The first pillar is life achievement value. Think of it as your personal resume of victories, not just money or looks, but the story of what you've built and overcome in life. When your achievements outweigh hers, she feels you're above. For example, at work, the senior employee naturally has higher status than a newcomer, not just because of money, but because of experience, authority, and results. The same is true in relationships. If your life shows clear victories, whether in career, skills, or challenges overcome, she feels your presence as stronger than hers. Psychology supports this. Humans are drawn to authority and scarcity. A man who has proven achievements is both rare and powerful. But here's the key. The gap must be obvious. If she earns $55,000 and you earn $60,000, the difference is too small to make her feel you're above. If she has dated men far more successful, then even if you're above her personal level, you might still feel below her benchmark. And remember, status isn't always money. Some women measure it by confidence, looks, or influence. The important thing is to know what above means to her. But here's a warning. If you only chase achievements just to impress women, it rarely works. True superiority comes from building real victories in life for yourself. The man who wins in life outside romance automatically carries confidence into romance. And women feel it instantly. So, focus on building achievements no one can take away from you. That's the first step to rising above her world. When chaos hits, most men panic. But the man who stays calm, steady, and resourceful becomes the one she cannot ignore. The second pillar of perceived superiority is survival ability. Life throws challenges, financial setbacks, conflicts, career mistakes. Most men freeze or panic when storms arrive. But strong men are different. They've already fought battles, solved problems, and built mental tools. They don't just survive, they stay in control. Picture 2 sailors. One is an amateur with no map. He's destroyed by the first big wave. The other has sailed through many storms. He knows the smell of the wind, the shape of the waves, the timing of danger. That sailor doesn't panic. He steers. Women sense this instantly. It shows in your calmness, your decision-making, your steady energy. It's the invisible signal. If things go wrong, I can handle it. But here's the mistake. When men desperately chase a woman, they lose survival ability. Why? Because chasing puts her above you. It shows you're reacting to her instead of leading. The shift happens when you become the kind of man who could attract women even more desirable than her. When you reach that level, the woman you're chasing feels your pull instead. So how do you build survival ability? Not by living safe and comfortable, but by taking challenges that force you to grow. Start a new project at work, travel alone, negotiate boldly. Each storm you survive adds another weapon to your mental armory. In romance, this becomes magnetic. When a conversation dies, you revive it. When she's upset, you steady her mood. When tension rises, you guide it back to calm. Without this skill, small disruptions kill attraction. With it, you become the man she feels safe to follow. But survival ability cannot be faked. Pretending to be calm fails the moment real pressure hits. True calm only comes from scars, real experiences that trained you. And here's the secret. Survival ability strengthens achievements because every victory requires you to overcome challenges. Now, let's move to the third pillar, ease. Ease is not laziness. It's the ability to stay unshaken, unhurried, and complete. Think of the calmest person you know. They never rush, never overreact. That presence is magnetic. Women value ease because most men live in reaction mode, always chasing, always rushing. But the man with ease feels rare, and what is rare becomes valuable. Real ease comes from stability, financial, emotional, social. When your life is already full, you don't need her approval to feel complete. That's when she gives it to you naturally. In romance, ease shows when she tests you. If she becomes moody, the insecure man panics. But the man with ease keeps the atmosphere light. He may make a joke, change the setting, or simply give her space, and she comes back to him. Ease makes you magnetic because it tells her, this man is already whole. She wants to touch your emotions, but never control them. The man who masters this balance becomes unforgettable. The fourth pillar is controlled vulnerability. Most men make two mistakes. They either react too much or shut down completely. Both lose power. But a man with controlled vulnerability plays it smart. He allows just enough reaction to make her feel she touched him, but not enough to break his frame. Maybe a small smile, mock surprise, or a lighthearted, "You got me there." She feels she made an impact, but she can't fully control him. That mystery excites her. This is not weakness. It's performance, like an actor choosing the perfect pause. Controlled vulnerability makes interactions alive, while your core remains untouchable. But you can only do this if the first three pillars are strong. Without achievements, survival ability, and ease, you will overreact or shut down. With them, you can play effortlessly. Now imagine the four pillars together. Achievements give proof of worth. Survival ability makes you strong in chaos. Ease makes you magnetic and calm. Controlled vulnerability keeps the spark alive. Miss even one, and the whole structure collapses. With all four, you create a gravity that pulls her in. She feels safe, excited, and curious all at once. And here's the truth. This isn't just about women. These pillars make you stable in life. People, friends, colleagues, even strangers are drawn to the presence of a man who doesn't break under pressure. Stability doesn't mean perfection. It means consistency. You can make mistakes, but you return to your steady center. That's what makes you unforgettable. Finally, remember, this isn't about pretending. It's about becoming. Don't copy tricks. Build the man behind the tricks. When your foundation is real, attraction happens naturally. So don't wait. Start building these pillars today. Every step makes you not only more attractive, but stronger, calmer, and more complete. And when you become that man, you never have to chase attention again.